my name is Brittany Liscord, and I'm an educator at the Children's Museum and Theatre of Maine. And I am very excited to be joining you today from my house, and thank you so much for inviting me into your home. So today is Friday, happy Friday, and all May, each Friday, we are exploring and building catapults together. Now, what is a catapult? It is a machine that launches an object. So we will talk about this later when we talk about force, but we always want to remember to engineer with empathy. That means directing your catapult away from people or living things and always using a soft projectile like a cotton ball or this super silly, fun pom-pom. So each week we are exploring different parts of the engineering design. So week one, we ask questions. We wondered, what is a catapult? What can it do? Week two, we imagined, wow, if we built a catapult, what would it look like? Are there different types of catapults? And we came up with these two catapults. Here's one that's a pyramid catapult, and here's a different shaped catapult, both of which use energy to project an object in the air. Today, we are going to be creating and testing our catapults. How far can our catapults go? Well, we are going to find out. So, if you watched other videos or if you looked at catapults before, you know that catapults use energy and force to move. So the energy starts, at least for my catapults, the energy we use starts in my finger. Do you have any fingers out there? Any energy fingers? I've got some force in my finger. When I move it, there's force. In fact, you can even test it if you gently press your finger into your hand. Do you feel that? Ooh, that's force. You want to be gentle with that. So when we're using our catapults, we explore this physics, the physics of force and energy. And this is perfect for all ages, from kindergarten all the way up to adult. You can make this simple, talking about force and motion, or far more complex as we get into all the physics behind a catapult. So, get those fingers moving. This finger force is going to make our energy. And you all know what energy is, right? I'm sure someone has told you, you need to get out all of your energy, or you have a lot of energy right now. Yeah, so a lot of times energy is movement. Did you know that energy can also be still? Check it out. So this is one type of catapult. We've got our arm here and our basket, and this bottom spoon is our frame. And if I put our soft and silly cotton ball in our basket, and then this top arm right here is plastic. And so when I use the force of my finger to pull that spoon back, do you see that? It's just waiting. That plastic spoon isn't moving, but as soon as I let go, you know what's going to happen. It's going to launch that cotton ball. This right here, what's in that plastic spoon, is called potential energy. It's not moving yet, but it sure will really soon. Do you want to see? All right. I've got some mats behind me. 3 mats. I use my welcome mats and a pillow to be targets today to see how far we could launch our catapults. So remember, we are launching our forceful fingers away from humans and using a soft projectile. Always engineer with empathy. Here we go. Should we count down? 3, 2, 1. Woo! Did you see it? So the force of my finger made the spoon go down, potential energy, and then it released. That's what we call kinetic energy. It didn't get very far. Right over here. Well, let's try it again. Let's see if I can get it all the way to the mat. Okay, finger force, potential energy, kinetic energy. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes. That went all the way between the two mats. I wonder how far it went. So this is the part where we can add a lot of math to our engineering. And we can do some measurements. So I've got a tape measure like this that you might have around the house. I use mine for some building and craft projects. And these tape measures, I'm sorry, I apologize, it's gonna be backwards. But these have numbers on them, and they show measurements well, they show some different measurements. They have feet and inches, and a measurement is just how much space something takes up. So you could use a measurement like a measuring tape. This is what, like this one. Also, if you do any sewing or crafting, you might have a different type of measuring tape that you could use for fabric. You could even use a toy to make a measurement. Here's a lovely little inchworm. So you can make a measurement out of anything, or maybe even your body. How many U's away is your projectile? Okay, so we started our projectile. I'm gonna put a start tape so we know where we're measuring from. I'm just using painter's tape. I'm gonna put it right down here. So this is where our projectile started from. Then I'm gonna start with using my measuring tape, but I'm gonna move it all the way out. Let's see. This is a great thing if you have 2 people. I think measuring is really fun with 2 people. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna stop right here, which is where my cotton ball launched to. Wow! I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet and 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. So that's 6 feet and 4 inches, or 76 inches. I bet that is, well, taller than probably many people watching if you were to lay down. That's kind of fun. You can lay down next to the tape measure too and see how tall you are. So it's farther away than me. So, and if we were to measure in inchworms, let's see. When I measure in inchworms, how many inchworms do you think could fit in 6 feet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 inchworms. Rock star. Okay, so I wonder, I'm gonna move our measurements to the side. Before I send you off to have you create your own catapults and test your own catapults today, I thought we should try our other catapult. So we've got, this is a pyramid catapult. It's got a couple triangles. I just made out of sticks and tape. So pretty easy to find things around your house to make this type of structure. A lot of times online there's very specific supplies you need, but remember, you can really be creative and resourceful and just use things that you have around your house. So this is my pyramid made out of sticks, and then I have an arm. In this case, I'm actually using a ruler, but I'm not using it to measure. I'm using it to support my catapult. And then I just have a rubber band, a recycled bottle cap that I taped on, and I just put it together pretty loosely. It's kind of a prototype, a test to see how it works. Okay, so once again, I've got my force in my finger, and when I pull this back, oh boy, it's coming undone a little bit. I might need to make some adjustments. Testing, when you test things, an important part of that testing is revising, changing things that don't work the first time. That's really good and okay to do. We don't expect everything to work perfectly the first time. Okay, let's try out this one. I'm super excited. All right, we've got, I'm gonna launch it. Remember, always engineer with empathy. Launching away from humans towards my targets that are soft. I'm gonna pick a nice soft projectile, put it in my bucket, which right here, which I think you can just see. And we're going to use our finger force, pressing our force down. Wow, I feel it's a little harder to press. I wonder if this is gonna go further. My prediction is this design will go further. It's my hypothesis. All right, we're gonna transfer the force of our finger into some potential energy, and then 3, 2, 1. Oh, it did not go further. Huh, it only went, where's my measurements? So that one went over 6 feet. This one went 2.5 feet. Not as far. We can ask questions now. How could I make this design go farther? What adjustments could I make? What do I notice about the force and the energy? Well, this is the point where I hope this video will catapult your ideas and your imagination. Go test things out. Go experiment with force, experiment with energy. Make a catapult using spoons, markers, and rubber bands, or one using sticks and make a pyramid. It's up to you. There's so many different options and ways to be creative. And if you do make something, and it works well, or if it doesn't, and you want to troubleshoot it or try something else, share in the comments. Let me know what you're doing at home. I would love to be inspired by what you're doing too. And then we can learn from each other, which is exactly how engineers work. All right, thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next Friday. And I'm getting some mail at the time. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you next Friday, and happy playful weekend. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.